Stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. This message is not meant for everyone who happens to scroll past it today. Out of the countless people who might hear these words, only those whose names are written in the book of life will truly recognize the voice of heaven. You have been chosen. This moment is not an accident. It is a divine appointment created especially for you. Your heart has been calling out to heaven. Every sigh, every prayer, every whisper in the quiet hours of the night has risen up, and today heaven answers back. I ask you to listen with the patience and focus that only eternity can give. If you turn away too quickly, you may miss the very blessing that God has been preparing for you. The enemy knows what is coming, so he will try to distract you, to make you believe this is just another video. But I assure you, your entire destiny can be shifted by what is unfolding here. Right now, your name is shining in golden letters before heaven's throne. Angels are carrying messages and instructions designed just for you. There is a heavenly court where your case has already been heard, and the judgment has been made in your favor. This message carries the words that unlock what has been waiting for you. Every promise that seemed silent, every hope that felt dormant is now ready to awaken. I ask you to receive these words, not with doubt, but with quiet confidence. This is not just about listening. It is about agreement. When you open your heart, when you respond in faith, you place your own signature on the covenant God wrote for you before the foundations of the earth. Your breakthrough is not tied to chance. It is connected to your willingness to believe. You have endured pain that was never meant to last forever. You have carried burdens longer than heaven intended. Like Pharaoh, who could have ended the plague immediately but chose to wait until tomorrow, you too have postponed your deliverance. You told yourself, I can endure one more day, one more week, one more month. But heaven is declaring, enough is enough. God has seen every tear you cried when no one else was there. He heard your prayers in the car, in the kitchen, in the moments when you thought your strength was gone. He recorded your faithfulness when life screamed that you were forgotten. The angels have taken note of your perseverance, of your courage to believe even when nothing seemed possible. What you thought was punishment was actually preparation. What felt like rejection was redirection. What seemed like silence was God's way of strengthening you for the weight of glory that is now approaching. Every closed door was protection. Every disappointment was a tool shaping your heart. While you were waiting, heaven was working. While you were praying, provision was being prepared. While you believed, blessings were being built. The delay was never denial. The silence was never abandonment. God has been weaving together the perfect circumstances for your life. And now heaven is opening before you. Picture it, the skies part, and you see a radiant white horse. Upon it rides the one called Faithful and True. His eyes are like flames of fire that search your heart. His head carries many crowns, for he reigns over every detail of your life. His robe is dipped in victory, reminding you that the battle for your breakthrough is already won. Behind him march the armies of heaven, clothed in pure white linen. They do not come to bring fear, but to bring justice. They come to restore what has been stolen, to fulfill every promise spoken over your life. Can you sense the atmosphere shifting? Can you feel the presence of the Almighty drawing near? You are about to see the words of Revelation 19 come alive in your personal story. The King of Kings and Lord of Lords is riding into your situation. He is coming to fight for you, to silence every lie and to remove every obstacle. His sword is sharp, his justice perfect, his victory unstoppable. Even now, the forces that tried to hold you back are trembling. As you listen, I want you to understand something very important. The battle you have been facing has already been decided. The King has spoken on your behalf. The enemy who has whispered fear and discouragement into your ear is being silenced. The forces that stood against you are crumbling. Even now, the systems that tried to hold you back are being dismantled by the hand of God. Within a short time, you will begin to notice signs of this heavenly movement in your life. It may be something simple, like a phone call you did not expect, a message of reconciliation from someone dear to you, or a door opening that you never thought possible. It might be a renewed strength in your body, a peace in your mind, or a moment when you realize that the burden you carried has suddenly grown lighter. Do not overlook these signs. They are glimpses of the greater things to come. Before this season ends, you will witness a breakthrough so profound that you will be moved to tears of gratitude. The blessing ahead will not only meet your needs, but it will overflow. It will bring peace to your household, joy to your family, and comfort to those around you. You will have what you need to care for yourself, to bless others, and to pass on hope to the next generation. You have been walking under heavy clouds, but now a new dawn is breaking. Instead of speaking about financial relief in numbers and figures, I tell you this: the weight that has pressed down on your spirit is lifting. The anxiety that came with trying to figure out how is being replaced with the assurance that God has already made a way. You will no longer be haunted by the question of whether you will have enough. You will rest in the truth that the shepherd always provides for his flock. A new season is being released over your life. Think of it as years of unusual grace, a time when doors that once seemed closed will swing wide open. People who once said no will find themselves saying yes. Opportunities you never sought out will find their way to you. Connections will come together not by chance, but by divine appointment. Some of you will meet mentors who carry wisdom you need. Others will encounter friends who will become partners in your calling. There will be people who cross your path at just the right moment, carrying keys to unlock the next chapter of your journey. These are not coincidences. They are alignments arranged by heaven itself. As you continue to listen, healing is beginning to flow through your life. Every sickness that has tried to take root in your body is being confronted by divine strength. Pain that has lingered too long is being eased by the touch of heaven. Where there has been weakness, new energy is rising. Where there has been despair, joy is taking its place. Where there has been fear, peace is being restored. Even conditions that seemed unshakable are being touched by the power of God. Imagine it like sunlight breaking through the cracks after a long winter, warming the cold ground and bringing life where there seemed to be none. Depression is lifting like a fog. Anxiety is giving way to calm. Chronic struggles are loosening their grip. Your body, your mind, and your spirit are being renewed. But the enemy will not let go without resistance. He knows the blessing that is coming, so he will try to distract you, to discourage you, to make you doubt what you have heard. He may stir up people around you to speak against your hope. He may place obstacles in your path to make you second-guess your faith. But remember this, every weapon formed against you is already defeated. No scheme can stand. No word spoken against you will succeed. The very people who plotted your downfall will see their plans fail. The voices that spoke against you will be silenced. What was meant to harm you will turn out for your good. The trap that was set for you will catch only those who laid it. What was stolen will be returned not just in part but with increase. And through it all a shield of fire surrounds you. Angels stand guard over your life and your family. You are covered, protected, and preserved by the one who has called you. My beloved friend, this is the moment to steady your heart. Do not look at the storm around you. Lift your eyes to the one who walks upon the waves. Just as the disciples once trembled in the boat, thinking all was lost, you may have felt the same. Yet the same voice that calmed the sea still whispers, "Peace, be still." That whisper is for you today. Do not let fear convince you that you are alone. The truth is, you have never walked a single step without heaven's company. Every tear you have shed has been counted. Every prayer, even the ones too quiet for words, has been heard. Even the sighs that rose from your weary chest have reached the throne of grace, and the answer has already been sent. Think of your life as a garden. For many seasons you planted seeds of faith through prayer, patience, and trust. You watered those seeds with tears, waiting for something to grow. At times it felt like the soil was dry, as if nothing would ever break through. But in unseen places roots were forming. Life was moving beneath the surface. Now shoots of green are breaking forth. What you thought was dead is coming alive. This new growth will not be fragile or fleeting. It will be strong, deeply rooted, and able to bear fruit for years to come. And this fruit will not just be for you. It will be nourishment for your children, your grandchildren, and even for those who simply walk near your life. Your testimony will be like shade in the heat, comfort for weary souls who long to believe again. Do not underestimate the power of this transformation. For years you carried weight that was never meant for your shoulders. You carried worry about bills, about family, about your health, about tomorrow. But now a gentle exchange is taking place. The heavy yoke is being lifted off of you, and in its place a lighter burden, one made of peace and rest. When you feel tempted to count dollars, count instead the promises that never fail. When you feel pressed to measure your future in numbers, measure instead the endless mercy that has carried you this far. Numbers fade, but promises endure. Resources dry up, but the fountain of grace never runs out. This is why you can trust Him. Your breakthrough is not limited to material relief. It is something greater, something eternal. God is not only filling your table with bread, He is filling your heart with joy. He is not only placing a roof over your head, He is sheltering your soul under His wings. He is not only giving you strength for today, He is weaving purpose into your tomorrow. And even now He is restoring relationships you thought were beyond repair. Hearts that were hardened are softening. Words that were left unspoken are finding their way back. Estranged family members will find reasons to call again. Old friendships that faded with time may be renewed. Where bitterness once grew, forgiveness will bloom. Where silence once lingered, laughter will return. This is the evidence of his presence, healing that goes beyond the body and into the soul. For what good is prosperity if the heart is broken? What good is gain if the spirit is empty? God knows this, and that is why he is mending the deepest places first. From the inside out, he is restoring you. So when you feel the urge to doubt, pause and remember. The same God who provided manna in the wilderness is still providing today. The same God who opened the sea for his people to cross is still opening paths where none exist. The same God who lifted up the weary then is lifting you now. My dear friend, you are standing on the edge of a new horizon. The past does not define you, and the present is not the end of your story. A brighter day is rising. Hold on, for your miracle is closer than you think. Child of God, let me remind you again. You are not forgotten. Sometimes life makes you feel as if the world has passed you by, like the seasons have changed while you remain in the same place. You see others moving ahead, while you wonder why your path has been so slow, why your prayers seem unanswered. But heaven's timing is not measured by a clock on the wall or a calendar on the desk. Heaven's timing is perfect, always arriving when the soil of your life is ready to receive. Think of it this way. A farmer never rushes the harvest. He waits until the grain is golden, until the fruit is ripe, until the field is ready. You too are ripening in the hand of God. What has felt like delay is really preparation. What seemed like silence has been the careful work of pruning, watering, and strengthening your roots so that you can bear more fruit than you ever imagined. This is why you must not despise the waiting. The waiting has shaped you. It has taught you to lean on something greater than yourself. It has stretched your faith and softened your heart. Without the waiting, you would not appreciate the blessing that is on its way. Without the waiting, you would not know the depth of God's faithfulness. And soon, when the harvest comes, you will see why the waiting was necessary. You will see that what you receive is not fragile, not temporary, not easily stolen away. It will be lasting, secure, and overflowing, enough to satisfy you, and enough to pour into the lives of others. The blessing ahead will not only meet your needs, but will arrive with abundance. Imagine your cup being filled, not just to the brim, but until it overflows. Imagine your table being set, not just with enough bread for today, but with more than enough for those who join you. This is the kind of blessing that is being prepared for you. But there is something even greater than abundance. It is peace. Peace that does not depend on the number in your bank account or the state of your health. Peace that holds steady even when storms rise. Peace that lets you rest at night without fear of tomorrow. This peace is a gift money cannot buy, yet it is being freely given to you. And with that peace comes joy. Joy that bubbles up like a spring in dry land. Joy that brings laughter back to your lips, even when life has been hard. Joy that allows you to look at the future, not with dread, but with hope. This is not the shallow joy of passing pleasures. It is the deep, enduring joy that comes from knowing you are held in the hands of the Almighty. Do not underestimate what this means for your family. When peace and joy take root in your life, they flow outward. They touch your children and grandchildren. They influence the atmosphere of your home. They remind the people you love that God is faithful. Your faith becomes a lighthouse that guides them through their own storms. And for those of you who feel weak in body, take heart. The same God who renews the spirit also renews the body. Strength is returning to you. Energy is being restored. Even if age has slowed you, it cannot stop the renewal of your soul. And this inner strength will give you courage to face each day with dignity, with resilience, with quiet confidence that you are not alone. So lift up your head. Let hope rise within you. The enemy would have you believe that your best days are behind you. But the truth is, your story is still being written. The author has not laid down his pen. A new chapter awaits, filled with grace, mercy, and miracles that you have not yet seen. Hold on, dear one. The dawn is near, and light is breaking through. My precious friend, we have come to the final part of this message, yet the story of your life is far from finished. In fact, it is only unfolding into a brighter chapter. The struggles of yesterday are being exchanged for the promises of tomorrow. The shadows that lingered are giving way to a rising sun. This is the work of the one who has carried you through every valley and will continue to walk beside you into every new season. I want you to imagine your life as a journey along a winding road. At times that road felt steep, rocky, and uncertain. You stumbled. You grew weary. You wondered if you would ever make it to a place of rest. But now, as you round the bend, you see a meadow ahead, green, peaceful, and filled with light. This meadow is the promise of God's provision and protection. It is a place where you will find not only rest, but renewal. Remember, the blessing that is coming is not just about your own needs being met. It is about legacy. What God is doing in your life now will echo into future generations. Your children and grandchildren will tell stories of how you persevered, how you trusted, how you prayed even when it was hard. They will look at your life and know that faith is not in vain. Your endurance will become their courage. Your testimony will become their inheritance. This is why the enemy fought you so hard. He wasn't only after your peace or your resources. He was after your legacy, your influence, your ability to hand down faith to those who come after you. But he has failed. Every scheme has fallen. Every attempt to destroy you has only revealed the strength of the one who defends you. And now, you are standing under an open sky of blessing. The chains are broken. The walls are falling. The way is clear. You are free to step forward without fear, free to receive without shame, free to live with joy that cannot be stolen. In this freedom, you will find a new song rising in your heart, a song of thanksgiving, a song of victory, a song that declares, I made it through, not by my own strength but by the hand of God. This song will not only lift your spirit, but it will touch the lives of those who hear it. Others will be inspired by your resilience, your faith, your hope. Do not worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow is already in the hands of the one who holds eternity. Do not be afraid of lack, for the shepherd will not let you want. Do not be afraid of sickness, for the healer walks beside you. Do not be afraid of loneliness, for the comforter is closer than your very breath. As this message closes, let me speak a blessing over you. May your home be filled with peace that cannot be shaken. May your heart overflow with joy that does not fade. May your body be strengthened, your mind renewed, and your spirit lifted. May every step you take be guided by light, and may you always know that you are deeply loved, fully seen, and never alone. Hold this truth close. Your miracle is not far away. It is already in motion. The answer to your prayers is making its way to you. The breakthrough you longed for is coming faster than you think. Trust in the timing, rest in the promise, and keep your heart open to receive. God bless you abundantly, my precious child. Your miracle is already on the way.